Hello and welcome to round 7 of the 181 Rider Championship here on Motogp 19. And obviously, if you've seen the previous episode, you'll know we didn't do too great at Mugello. It wasn't too bad, but I made a few mistakes. I got quite unlucky as well in places. I think I got skittled out by just a random bike as well at one point, which is a bit disappointing. But for this episode, as you can probably tell by the fact that I can't change my tyres, I have actually turned off the tyre wear because I did bring it up in the last episode. I didn't think it was particularly fair that I also had to manage my tyres, because I can already manage the tyres better than you anyway. So just an extra variable that's a little bit against me. So I decided to turn it off. If people complain and want it back on, then I'll turn it back on. But I think it just makes the challenge a bit more fun for me, because then I don't have to worry about changing the tyre, because that also messes up in Mugello a little bit. But without further ado, we'll head onto the grid and we'll watch the carnage take place again. That's one of the worst ones yet, I think. Look at them all falling down. They're raining. Oh, whoa. Rainy's going into a wall. Now, this track, Moto E and Rebel Rookies won't know where they're going. Everyone else will, though. So I don't know why they're all riding into the wall. What are they doing? Oh, Rainy's got a jump start there. He's been pushed. Oh, he's been knocked off. Cassadai just fell out of the sky and knocked him off. Why am I in a wall? but what? Rainy was on pole and he got pushed forward by somebody. So it's like, oh, Rainy's gonna have an amazing. What is this? Why have I got a 2-minute 58 penalty? Okay, I don't really want to, but I think I have to restart the race because that's a little unfair on me, I think. I think it's safe to say. This time a lot less people have crashed by the looks of it. They're all sort of running into each other, though.
Just a few moments to go, and the Catalan Grand Prix will
well, Rainy's actually been given a second chance at life there.
They know that they have to give 100% from the very beginning.
He has been literally given. Well, okay, he's not even on pole anymore, though. There's so many people in front of him. I mean, he's been not been knocked off this time. I'm actually on the grid spot as well in last place. So there's Suzuki in the wall. Who's that? Sam Lowe's. Right, so waiting for everyone to get back on. Randy Depunier, Jack Miller. So the fact that Miller's down here with us is quite helpful. Rodrigo, come on Miller, just get back on the bike, mate. Let's go. And there's some people further up that fell off, but I don't know if they fell off again or what. There we go. Oh, there are people weaving. There are lots of bikes scattered across the track. I've hit Jibber now there a little bit. Oh, another bike weaving across, shifting down the gears. Oh no, I just got clouted. Oh, Simoncelli's been clouted as well, I think, by that bike. Simoncelli, yeah, spawned back in front of us. Well, we had a pretty good start there, although it's actually still been not a bad one, I would say. Oh, nearly getting skittled out. You just sometimes get skittled by bikes, unfortunately. It's not even like you hit someone at the back. But there's a few down. Vignala's our teammates in front of us. So it's up by Romero. It's a 96th, so I've done a corner and I've gained 90 positions almost. That's you know, there was a lot of carnage on that straight. I know I probably wasn't selling it to you too much, but there was a lot of carnage on that straight. There was a lot of people all over the place. Up the inside of Biaggi on the dive bomb. We've probably sat him up there. You can see there's a new Marlboro livery on Biaggi. You might notice there's a couple of cigarette liveries now in the game, because someone on race department's been going along and making quite a few of them. They made the 2 Biaggi ones, and they look really nice. I must say, I've been given it. Definitely would check them out, even if you're not like doing anything like this, but just for actually playing the historics. So definitely check out the livery mods for the cigarettes, because obviously makes it more realistic. So obviously in real life they would have had the cigarette branding. Yachenko's blocked me. Past Yachenko, past Fernandez. I'm up into 89th position now. So we've gained over 90 positions on this first lap. So that's a fantastic start. Down the straight towards turn 10. There are some riders getting back on. I remember there used to be I think I did a challenge here, Moto E versus Moto 2. And there were some collisions going down into turn 10 between some of the riders. Chalon Chus took a bit of an obscure line there. I thought he was going to cut under everybody. But there we go. Up it's 86th. Oh, Eddie Lawson has got a massive lead. So the 500 gang. Look, Lawson and Schwantz 1-2 there. Crivier as well up in the top positions. So definitely doing a little bit better there, the 500 guys. As we go into the Catalunya turn, the last corner on the track. Running through it, Daijiro Kato in front of us. Gets the slipstream off him. Here we go. Moving to the right hand side. Marini's going slow. I'm moving right over to the right hand side just to not. I'm going to stay in the middle actually. There'll probably be less chance of being caught up in things. That's 2000 Rossi. Past Rossi we go. Oh, the rear's trying to kick. The rear's trying to kick. I broke too late. Actually, no, I didn't. The rear just tried to kick out on me for no reason. So Channel Chu's gone down. And seems like one of the Rossis must have done as well because he had Rossi's number next to him. But yeah, that start was ridiculous. I mean, it was hilarious when Rainey got knocked off the first time. He was just sort of sat on the grid. He got pushed forward by someone, and then he got knocked, like literally someone, I think it was Cassidy, fell from the sky and landed on him. That was funny. But then obviously we had the glitch penalty, so I had to restart the race. And then no one was crashing, it seemed. But then off the start, there were so many people. Like literally, it was just a sea of bikes across the track. It was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So having a look at the inside of Martin, we couldn't quite do anything there. He's clipped the inside curb though, that's left a gap for us. Up the inside we go. It definitely is nice not having to worry about the tyre wear so much, because obviously we would be struggling with a bit of rear grip at this point. Sam Lowe's, I think he was near us, wasn't he, at the start? So obviously he's had a pretty good one himself, but we've passed him now. Roberts Jr. in front of us, another 500. Oh, we've come across the Moto E. Well, it might not be the Moto E riders, it might be Red Bull Rookie, well, that's both, isn't it, at the same time. Oh, we've hit Roberts Jr. Somehow we haven't crashed from that. We've been clipped by a bike that was on the floor. Sons of Van der Gerberg in front of us. Oh, dear. Why do they do this? Why? When they crash... No, I've hit that Moto E bike because I thought it was going to disappear because... Oh, dear. I was trying to slow down to avoid it, but it just wouldn't go away. Oh, Biaggi, there's the Marlboro livery again I was on about. Oh, De Angelis. Oh, that was another Biaggi car. Another Biaggi goes flying in. I've been hit into the butt. Okay, I've been spawned in the air and I fell off. Come on, help me get back on, guys. Herrera, get out of my way. Go, 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 go. Into the corner we go. We've still gained positions from all that. Navarro's now got a massive lead. I don't know what line Hector Garzo's on, but as Barry Boltus. Oh, Jean Mere's got past us. So still crashes going on. But yeah, I got through most of that, but then I just got sort of getting hit by people from behind. It's not a lot, but yeah, we saw a couple of Biaggis come flying into screen there, and I've just been talking about those liveries. There is one of them again. The 2004 Camel livery, obviously the Honda Pons. There you go, you can see the Camel logo in all its glory there. Out of the last corner, and then gets a slipstream off 2013 Marquez. Past some Moto2 riders. We're about to start lap 3. We're in a good position so far. Hitting the brakes for turn 1. Stefano Manzi. I've just hit Manzi. Somehow I haven't crashed into him. Up the inside of McCoy, up the inside of a Cardeloose. Oh, we got blocked a bit there by Loris Caparossi on the power though. Back past Cardeloose again. It's up to 49th now. Some Cat Chantras fell off. Through the long turn 3. Try to go around the outside of Loris Caparossi. There we go. Past him we go. Lorenzo in front of us there. There's some Lorenzos actually quite far at the chopper. Oh, Caparossi. Good move from Caparossi there. It's Alacia Spagro in 46th. We've got to watch out for him because he's actually second in this Riders' Championship behind Jack Miller. So obviously we know we saw Miller down the grid earlier on, although that means absolutely nothing if you see them down the back at the start, because we come through every time. It's definitely not out of the possibility that the same thing an AI could do the same thing. We saw McWilliams. Mick Doohan did quite well in one of the races. It was Magello, didn't he? He came in the top 10, but there we go. We got past one of them now. So obviously, there's a couple of them. I think it was the Rothmans one that was up there, but actually I could be wrong. Can't really remember, to be honest. We hit the brakes into Lacaxia or Lacacia. Don't really know how it's pronounced, but there's another Loris Caparossi battling with Xavi Vierge. So Casey Stoner now leads ahead of Eddie Lawson, so 500 still up there. Navarro's now down to 3rd. He was leading before, so he might have actually just been overtaken, I think, because obviously he's going quite a bit slower. 39.8 for Crutchlow, which, yeah, he's had a clean lap at that. That's not too bad for him. That's a pretty good AI time. So going outside of Vierge. Loris Caparossi in front of us. Around the outside of Caparossi, try and get Susitchum off Luti up towards the line. Are we going to beat Crutchlow's time of the 39? 39, we got, yeah, we did. So fastest up of the race. Oh, but good job. I kind of stopped for a second. I think we might have mainly got through that. Iannone, why have you done that, mate? Get out of here. Yeah. He's done it! He's literally spawned in front of me! What can I do? What can I do about this, man? Oh. Iannone, he crashes, gets back on the bike, and just corner cuts. Well, he doesn't corner cut, sorry. He just comes straight back onto the racing line. And there's nothing you can do about it when they do that. It's just all sort of luck to whether they collect you or not. And then he spawned back in front of me when I'm trying to accelerate again from the crash. Oh, there are still people. They're quite spread out. They're spread out over like a whole sector. So we go into this corner. Well, we've come out of it in... we're still gaining some positions. Up to 34th now on lap 4 of 6. So, yeah, I mean... Especially since they're now scattered over a sector, that usually means the potential to gain more positions. That's such a shame because I think I would have probably got through all those crashes on the front straight because I was just getting quite lucky. I was sort of in a no man's land where there wasn't people, and then Iannone just comes back across the track. There's Rossi in front of us on the Ducati. Now he won the previous race, so we've got to make sure we beat him because he's obviously got more points than me in the championship because of that. Because my best result is second so far. Trying to go around the outside of Manzi. So Manzi and Catalunya actually got through those crashes because they were behind me before. So Stoner's leading by quite a way. I think he's got this one in the bag. It's difficult to win because the AI can get through the crash quite easily. So Crutchlow's second. We try and get underneath Valentino here. There we go. Up into 31st. Alex Crivier next, and then 2013 Valentino Rossi, who's actually under attack by a 500. Oh, Crivier! Crivier's always high side there. Got to watch out. We're almost in Jerez 96 there. I wonder if that reference will get anyone annoyed in the comments. So it's before my time, but I know it happened. So through the last corner now on the power around the outside of Valentino. Come on, don't squeeze out your fellow M1. We're battling for the Constructors' Championship here against the Ducatis. We are winning by a point. I didn't actually mention that at the start of the episode, but we have got a point over Ducati. The rear, yeah, as soon as you get on the rear brake, the bike just shakes from the rear. The bike shakes so violently. It's so weird. So I've actually kind of cut that first corner, although I lost a ton of time. So, well, actually probably still gained a little bit, but I didn't get a penalty, so. Oh, Zonta van der Gerber's gone down. So I'm actually in a Rossi sandwich right now. In 29th position. There's a lot of crashes going on, so I feel like... Oh no, that's a I just always go to say Red Bull rookies every time. It's a Moto3 rider, so if you see those go down, they've probably been just clipped by some MotoGP rider at some point. But we've got to watch out, see if we just see a load of cluster of riders. So the 500s seem to be absolutely thriving here at Catalunya, whether like they're... I don't know. Oh, okay, actually, yeah, I should probably not be focusing on the 500 so much. These are the Red Bull rookies. They are around this part of the circuit. Watch out, they like to sit on the apex, or right in the centre of the track, as Jerez is doing there. I think Rossi's going to try and get back past me, because I think he's been getting through it all with me. So far, they're weaving. I had a screen freeze there. That was not helpful. Sete! Oh, Sete! Oh! Sete, mate. Yeah, so Rossi has got that past me, so has Sete. Corner cutting that, I'm not risking that. So Cal Crutchlow looks like he might have this one in the bag, because I don't think we'll come across these guys again now. He's actually got the lead ahead of Stoner now. Oh, this is not a good part to catch them at. Sete came right back on the track. So Rossi's getting through all this. That 2000 Rossi is getting through everything. Look at him, he's up to 17th, and I overtook him ages ago, right? And I've had to slow down for all this. He's just been going full flat out through this whole thing. We're up to 18th place now, so 3 positions away from points. We're about to start the final lap. We are on the final lap now. There's a good chance we could get some points here, actually. Might be some low scoring points, but... Oh no, I'm going to have to let off the brake. Valentino, I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. I've not had him off. But again, there seems to be this weird bug with the physics where my bike just vibrates on the rear when I get on the rear brake. That doesn't happen normally. Like on that, for that corner, when you brake for it, you want to get on the rear brake because otherwise, I'm just going straight on. But as I've done that, then the rear is just absolutely unsettled and sent me straight across. So I've absolutely rammed him out the way. But So I apologise for that, but I can't really afford to sit around waiting for him when time is of the essence here. A good 3 or 4 seconds could make a big difference. And obviously it wasn't for a point or anything at the moment, so it wasn't a point scoring position. So yeah, I've actually rammed him out of the way, but the bike just chatters on the rear. Well, that's not even a chatter, that is. That's just a kick. The bike just kicks out across the track, and well, I've had to let off the brake to not crash, and just unfortunately Rossi's that was that distance in front of me that I've just kind of hit into the back, well, hit into the side of him actually. I tried to avoid him, but not a lot you can do. Looks like there might actually still be some people around this part of the track. No, never mind. I thought there might have been. Oh, there's a big pack in front of us. We're just going to miss out, I think, you know. It's going to be so disappointing. I'm 2 seconds away from a couple of points. So Cal Crutchlow wins. I'm trying to tackle everything. Hopefully maybe they'll crash into each other. My position is dropping again. In that bug where it drops. But yeah, it looks like we are just going to miss out on points. That's a shame. By a couple of seconds, a bit like Qatar. There's a Rossi in front of us. Oh, there's been a crash at the last corner though. Perhaps we'll get one in the end. We're up to the line. Oh, it's Riccardo Rossi in front of us. So we go over the line. I'm not sure what we got. He doesn't look too happy, but there was a crash, so we might gain enough positions.
Let's take a look at the Motogp class final results.
Oh no, I wasn't watching the standings, and Bang Naya's got 4, so Cal Crutchlow managed to still win, so that's definitely blasted him into contention. Casey Stoner, I think he came second in the last race, that same Stoner. Oh, a Rossi 3rd, and a Rossi 6th, they've been doing quite well. Oh, who else? Oliveira got points in the last one as well, doing again up there. I got 17th in the end, so I didn't actually gain anything from that, which is a bit of a shame. I thought I would have gained positions, but no, they were just all lapped people that crashed, so got my hopes up a little bit there, but no points for me yet again. But that time I rode pretty well, so if we're looking at the standings now, well. Jack Miller continues to lead, but that Stoner that I mentioned before has now moved to 2nd with 41 points. 3rd now for Bang Nai with 39, 38 for Alicia Spagro, 1 position's been lost for Biaggi. Oh, Crutchlow had already got 10, so his win has catapulted him up into 6th in the championship. Have a look. Where are we? So we're 19th. We actually haven't lost anything in that one. We've stayed where we are. I guess because account we were one of the highest people that we must have beat all these other people that have like 20 points. So that's probably what it is. So yeah, so let's see how many riders actually score points now. That was quite a good race, I must say. It was a good race, just we didn't quite get points, which unfortunately it's really hard to do. I don't know how we got 2nd in Le Mans, to be honest. So now 66 points riders have scored points. 2 Repsol Hondas next to each other there. Going on to the Team Championship. Well, I said in the previous episode that Pramac was starting to get away. They really are, because yet again they had a strong performance. 2 Repsol Hondas pursuing them there. Where are we now? We are now... No, actually that's not us. We are 15th. How many teams have scored now? I don't know if the numbers changed. It didn't look like it would have done. Oh, 52. So yeah, actually I think there is some more now that scored in that one. I'm not sure which ones. I think Kajiva maybe. I'll look at the Constructors' Championship then to round it off. Yeah, Kajiva have now scored. So now 10 of the 13 Constructors have scored. So Kawasaki and MV Agusta are the only 2 realistically that are going to. Yeah, Kajiva got their first points of the season there, so a nice one for Kajiva. So yeah, obviously, like I said, that's where we'll end the episode. I hope you've enjoyed that one. We got pretty unlucky once again. Iannone virtually was, well, Iannone was exactly what caused us lack of points, just him spawning in front of us. It's a stupid mechanic that AI don't... You should ghost when you first respawn, but I think it would make the... it'd probably actually make it a little less interesting if that happened, so it's nice you have to take it, because the AI get cleared out all the time, because we gain like 20 positions from that, so... You know, you are going to get a bit unlucky with it sometimes. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed that one. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day, and I shall see you in the next one.